can't I find the melody?
When peace like a river attended my way, when sorrows like sea billows roll, whatever my lot, thou hast taught me to say.
Lucy! Oh, there you are. Did you hear me? I think I finally got it.
It's great, Philip.
It took a while, but I think I finally found a melody that would make the Spafford family proud.
It took a while indeed. It's been about 3 months since we've even had a real conversation. Look at you, you're a mess.
3 months? No.
It's October, Phil. 3 months of composing, of ignoring me.
October. So it has been. But this is that poem that we loved so much when Reverend Mooney brought it to me. Remember the Spafford story? Those words deserved the perfect notes. And I found them. It took a while, but I found them.
It always takes a while. Look, we need to talk.
Sure. But first, just listen to this one.
No, I'm through with listening. I'm through with all of this. You've made your choice.
Choice? I haven't made a choice. I didn't even know there was a choice to be made. And given the choice between you and music, I would choose...
Music.
No. You.
Actions speak much louder than words. I needed you. I needed you more than anything, and you chose that piano right there.
Lucy, you know this time was different. You know once I start writing, I just can't seem to stop.
Exactly. These projects, they suck you in. Day and night, you write like a madman until you finish it. And then you come back to me. For a moment. And then you're on to your next one. Every time you write, I feel like a widow. Phil,
She's leaving you, Philip. Hopefully forever. We've already packed her things. Say your goodbyes and we'll be on our way.
Lucy, why is your sister here?
You heard me. She's had enough.
She can speak for herself, Mary.
Yes, she can, but I say it much better.
Doubtful. What are you even saying? You're here to take away my wife? Lucy, did you ask her to come here? What is all of this?
Of course she asked me to come, you nincompoop. She's done with you, and she doesn't have to explain herself.
Actually, she does. She is my wife, and we made a vow to one another.
A vow that you broke a long time ago, in sickness and in health, remember?
are you really so surprised, Philip? You should have known, at least had some clue that your wife had grown so far from you that she had to call her own sister.
I will not allow you to come into my house and speak to me in that tone.
You won't? Then I guess we'll be on our way.
Mary, I would like a moment with Philip.
Lucy, let's take the afternoon. I didn't know there was anything wrong.
That's because you always have your head up
Please
your...
wait outside, Mary. Philip, I'm sorry, but it's too late. You were so busy worrying about your music and yourself that you neglected our marriage at a time when I needed you most. You can give me the afternoon today because the song is complete, but it never lasts. I must go.
Lucy, wait. Is this because we can't... Lucy, wait. Wait, please, we can work this out.
Let her go. You've already done enough. You're going to go after her just to disappoint her again. Your first and only love is there. She's been through enough, and I will protect her. Remember that.
When peace like a river attended my way, when sorrows
desire is a kiss from the lady of the house.
I'm sorry, the lady of the house cannot walk a step further. Taking care of 5 children has exhausted her so.
I don't know why you'd be exhausted, dear.
Well, I've had my rest. I'm off to finish the dinner preparations.
And for dessert, stick candy.
Oh, Papa, really?
Of course. As I walked past the general store, the colorful jars caught my eye, and I just knew my children had to have some.
You were right.
Thank you.
Papa, can I ask you a question?
Cherry or butterscotch? You can choose your flavor.
Thank you. I'll have cherry. Well, I have this friend at school. The other day, I asked her about her favorite flavor of stick candy, but
She said she never had any. She said her papa couldn't afford things like that.
why are we so lucky that we get to enjoy treats, but she doesn't?
Come here, dear. And I want you all to listen to this. We are not lucky. We are blessed. God has provided for our needs, and He has done so abundantly.
But what about the people that don't have those things? Does He not care for their needs?
What's most important in life is to remember to trust that God is in control of the good times and the bad times.
You mean we should be happy when we have stick candy, but we should also be happy when we don't?
Exactly.
Papa, I know you bought this for us, but if you don't mind, I think I'm going to give mine to my friend. Is that okay with you?
Oh, Tanetta, of course it is. You make me so proud.
I always wanted a large family. But 4 miscarriages later, and we would be ecstatic with a solo act. Lucy wants to be a mother so badly. In her heart, she was born to bear children, but her body disagrees. I feel like I've let her down. And the doctors, they don't have an explanation as to why, but she blames herself, and now I suppose she blames me as well.
It hurts to cough, Mother.
I know. You just rest your head. Mother will be right here if you need her. He's burning up. The fever should have broken by now. Should we have the doctor return?
The doctor said he'd be by first thing in the morning.
I haven't stopped praying since the doctor told us of the scarlet fever. I believe that Junior will be healed. I just don't like seeing him this way.
I know, dear.
Is Junior going to be okay, Mama?
I hope so, my dear. He's in God's hands now. You all get to bed. Take your sisters and say a prayer that the fever breaks very soon. Can you do that? Yes, Mama.
Tanny, wait.
Yes, brother?
Can you pray that it stops hurting too?
Of course. Sorry you don't feel good. Feel better, okay?
I have some work to do. I'll stay with Junior. You get some rest.
I'll be all right. I want to stay by his side until he's well.
Mother,
Yes, sir?
I love you very much.
I love you too. You just rest your head. Horatio? Horatio, he's not breathing. Oh no. Please, please, Junior, wake up! Wake up!
Tanetta, run next door and have him call for the doctor immediately.
Junior! Junior, can you hear me? Wake up, son, wake up!
What's wrong, Mommy? Is Junior okay?
Father, please, please, don't let it be. Not my boy.
Dear church family, it is with a heavy heart that I must inform you that last night, Horatio Spafford Jr. passed away in his home from complications related to scarlet fever. Good Lord give it, and the good Lord taketh away. But our hearts still break for this dear family. We may not understand his reasoning, but it's not our job to question these sorts of things. We find peace in knowing that Junior is with his Creator now. Let us not grow weary of being good stewards to the Spafford family in their time of grief.
Worked on this melody for 3 months now. 3 months, the longest I've ever composed. I was in awe of Horatio's story, his hope in the midst of tragedy. But now that I'm facing my own tragedy, now that my Lucy, my one true love, has decided to walk away from me, I don't know anymore. The lyrics, they've taken on a new meaning. The peace is no longer present. It is not well.
Fire! Fire! We need more men out here. Here, take this.
Good morning, Mrs. Spafford. It's nice to see you. How are you holding up?
I invested everything I had into real estate. Right out there, and now it's gone. Just like that.
I know it must be difficult to swallow.
Have you had a chance to look over the numbers yet? Any idea what we're talking about in terms of personal finances?
You're a good lawyer, Mrs. Spafford. I'm sure you'll be fine. I'm afraid you're going to have to start over. From the ground up, as it were. We will do everything we can to make sure you land on your feet again.
God did not promise that this life would be easy, did he?
The good news is you still have money in savings. True, you lost all your investments in the fire, but you still have plenty of time to recover. Want to consider taking a holiday with the family, getting out of Chicago for a bit.
That would be good for them, wouldn't it? A chance to escape and just enjoy one another's company. Well, thank you for looking into everything, Jack.
Morning, boys.
Mr. Wilcox, are you drunk?
That depends. Does whiskey make you drunk?
Yes.
Then, yes, because I have had a lot of whiskey.
It's 10 a.m.
Is it?
Does Violet know that you're intoxicated in public at 10 a.m. in your uniform? I thought you were just homesick today.
I have work to do. And who cares what Violet thinks anyway? She's not the boss of me. Is she?
No, but I am. Let's get you home, Mr. Wilcox.
Hey, get your hands off of me! I'm off the rang, you know that?
Take it easy, Harvey.
Who are you? This is Horatio Spafford. He's a lawyer and a good friend of mine. He also lost quite a bit of property in the fire downtown, just as you did.
Horatio Spafford. I've heard that name before. You died, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I'm still alive.
No. You died. I read about it in the paper. You died from scarlet fever.
Mr. Wilcox!
No, that was my son, Horatio Spafford Jr.
You lost all that money in the fire. And your boy? What have you done, Horatio? See, the way I see it, God or something is punishing me for all the lives I took in the war, but you? What did you do?
before you lose your job, Mr. Wilcox. Take a day and get your act together, or you'll be looking for a new one.
You're talking to an army general, sir. You better watch your tone.
Now. Sorry about that. Since the fire, he's gone off the deep end. Now that he's financially ruined, I suppose he'll never be the same old Harvey. I guess some people crumble in the face of adversity while others inspire us.
Perhaps time will be good to him. I'll be seeing you, Jack. Look out for those Reds, you hear?
Mr. Spafford, how are you? Finding out the damage like me, I assume.
Yes. I was sorry to hear about your church and your home. That fire was relentless.
I still have my Bible and my reputation, and that's all I need.
You know, I was thinking of taking some money out of personal savings and treating the family to a holiday.
Oh, really? You know, I'll be making a trip to England soon myself. I plan on doing some evangelism there for a while. You should join me. It'd be a change of scenery for the girls, and we could work together. I would be privileged to work alongside you.
Not a bad idea. That would be my privilege to work alongside the great evangelist, Dwight L. Moody.
Do seriously consider it, Horatio.
I will. It was a pleasure to see you.
The pleasure's all mine, Horatio. Hope to hear from you soon.
Let's get you unpacked.
Should I really unpack? It just seems so permanent.
What's your plan? Isn't this permanent?
I don't know.
Well, I do know. He's no good for you, Lucy. You need a husband that can provide for you. Who's held your hand during every loss? It wasn't that self-obsessed fool. It was me.
You don't know just how much this hurt him as well. He uses his music to cope.
Then why did he let you go?
I know that Philip has an unhealthy obsession with his music. But this last song of his was different. It consumed him more than I've ever seen.
Which is why you called for me. Which is why you decided you couldn't take it anymore.
I know, but I keep replaying the story in my head. The man that wrote those words endured so much tragedy and still found hope. Reverend Moody knew that if anyone could find the perfect notes, it would be my Philip. And I'm sure he did. Hold still, Bessie.
It hurts! Mother, please tell her to be gentle. Mother's sad again, Bessie. Leave her alone. Mother! Mother!
Tanetta, have you checked on Annie? Is she well?
Yes, Mother. She's up with Miss Sarah.
Mother, are you still sad that brother died?
Yes, my dear.
But you said he's in heaven, right? You don't have to be sad because he's with God now.
You're right, Bessie. I'm happy that he's with God. I'm just sad that he's no longer with me. Does that make sense?
I'm sad that he's not with me anymore too, Mama. Here, take my doll. Junior didn't like her much, but she always makes me feel better when I'm sad.
Oh, Margaret, that is so kind. Thank you.
There, my girls. I've got a surprise for you.
A surprise? Oh boy! What is it? What is it? Stick candy? I want cherry.
You seem cheerful. Things go well with Mr. Hartwell?
What is it? Is it a treat?
Be patient, Bessie.
Well,
All right, close your eyes. No peeking. Okay, now open.
Horatio, you mean?
What is it? I don't get it.
Read what it says.
Admit 1. Will do Harvard?
Hav.
Departing New York. Arrival England. England?
I thought you
We
said...
have a lifetime free bill, but we deserve a holiday, a chance to escape.
I'm speechless.
Anna, I love you so very much. It breaks my heart to see how you breathe. This is a gift from me to you, to our girls, a gift from above.
Thank you, Daddy. I can't wait.
Now, you girls run along. So, what do you think, Mrs. Spafford, about a holiday in jolly old England?
Are you sure you can't afford it?
I will worry about that.
I hardly think a trip across the pond will heal this heartache.
It'll be better than staying here, where it happened, staring out that window day in and day out. We have suffered so much already. What we must pray for is peace.
I I miss them so much.
One day, you'll be in your arms again, my dear.
Have you ever just sat by a river and listened to the water flow over the rocks? I like the water analogy Horatio used in his poem. Peace like a river, sorrows like sea billows. But I guess, really, we can't appreciate the wonderful streams of peaceful, life-giving water until we've experienced our own torrential floods.
All right, girls. Just a short-term ride to New York, and then we'll build them all.
I'm so excited!
Mr. Harwell, what is it? Our train's just about to depart.
I know. We're on the eve of a major breakthrough with an investor, but he wants to meet with you tomorrow.
I'll be halfway across the Atlantic Ocean tomorrow.
He's offered to pay to have you stay and then meet up with them when the next ship departs next week.
You mean
It will be well worth the sacrifice.
I love you?
I love you too. Are you sure this is a good idea?
Yes, I'm sure. I'll be there a week's tops.
What if
No what ifs. Anna, I'll miss you every second that you're gone.
I'll miss you too?
Aboard!
All right, girls, gather your belongings.
Bye, Papa. I'll see you in England.
I love you.
Here, Papa. Take my doll so you won't be alone.
No, Margaret, that's your favorite doll. Papa will be just fine.
I want you to have her, Papa. I'll be okay. I have my mother and sisters.
Margaret.
Take her or I'll be mad at you forever.
Well, we can't have that now, can we? I'm sure she'll be excellent company while you're away.
Take good care of her, promise? She likes to lay beside my bed with the pink blankie, not the white one. Never the white one. Got it?
Of course, pink blanket.
I'm going to miss her, but I'm going to miss you most. Come along, Margaret.
Looking back on life, there's so many moments where it seems, had we just made a different choice, taken 6th Avenue instead of 10th, waited 30 minutes for the train instead of 15, taken a holiday in Greece instead of England, boarded that train instead of staying behind, went after her instead of letting her slip away.
What was that? Mama? We have another survivor to add to the list. It appears she fell overboard and struck her head.
Where am I?
Mama, where is she?
Wales. This is where we're housing survivors until they can reunite with families.
Survivors? Where are they? I need to find my daughters.
Mama! Mama, where are you? What do we do?
You weren't traveling alone.
Danny, what's happening? It appears the ship is sinking.
I have a list of names I can check for you, but first, what is your name?
Please just let me see that list. They're probably scared and worried without me.
I will need their names in alphabetical order.
Annie. Is there an Annie? She's just a baby.
She can't swim.
I'm not Margaret. I will hold her and I will keep her safe. I'm scared too, but it's going to be okay. No matter what happens, we are going to be okay.
Was there a baby that survived? Bessie. Elizabeth that is. Elizabeth Spafford. Margaret. Tanetta. T-A-N.
I'm so sorry for your loss, ma'am.
I know that this is a difficult time for you, Mrs. Spafford, but can I help you telegram someone back home?
Mr. Horatio Spafford, Chicago, Illinois.
Yes, ma'am, and what shall it say?
Saved. Alone.
If you have read the newspaper, you have seen the fateful news that in the early hours of November 22nd, 1873, the year of our Lord, the Ville du Havre, a French iron steamship, collided with the Lockern and sank. Only 61 passengers and 26 crew members survived. Our friends Anna Spafford and her 4 daughters were aboard that ship. Let us diligently pray for Horatio as he awaits to hear word of who may have survived. Despite this heartbreaking news, blessed be the name of the Lord.
Saved. Alone? Saved alone. Anna. Only Anna? Only Anna!
What did I tell you? Where is the good in that? Why believe in a God that would allow that to happen?
My girls. My family. Gone. Why?
Lucy?
You should not have come here, Philip. This is a losing battle.
Lucy, please, I'll keep it simple.
I'll hear what he has to say.
It will be a waste of your time.
I'm sure it will be, but let him say his piece.
I'm just trying to protect you, Lucy.
I know, Mary.
Father, I know that I am far from perfect. I know that I do not deserve the very breath that I breathe. But I'm finding it harder and harder to breathe. I am weary. I have cried more tears than I think this ocean can contain. I'm ready to give up.
Sir, a careful reckoning has been made, and I believe we are now passing the place where the Ville du Havre sank.
Here. Right here.
Yes, sir, I believe so.
So my girls, they're below?
I'm so sorry, Mr. Spafford.
Why, God? Do you hear me? Why, my girls? They were good girls. Have I not spent a lifetime doing your will? For this? One wasn't enough. You needed all 5? I do not want to doubt your goodness, God. I do not want to doubt. I would rather be me down there at the bottom of the ocean. Come on! Take me! They must have been so scared, so helpless. Look out there. Sea billows, as far as the eye can see. I shouldn't have stayed behind. Why did I stay behind? Why didn't you allow me to stay behind?
I understand your sorrow, sir. I know you are a man of great faith, but I do not believe your girls are down there. Their bodies, yes, but not them.
Do you have ink and paper?
Yes, sir.
Saved alone. That's the telegram that Anna sent to Horatio only a few days before the poem was written.
Philip, she doesn't want to hear about that blasted song. You are obsessed.
Saved alone. Lucy, can you imagine? He lost everything. Everything but her.
The man went through hell. Not unlike Job. Men like that should be hell, but that's not real life. And real life heartache leaves you hopeless, Phil.
But they're real. Remember? We read about the wreck in the newspaper. And then we stayed up all night talking about Horatio's faith when Reverend Moody brought the poem to me. It's not just a story, Lucy.
Well, I'm sorry the man lost his family. But at least he had a family.
We have a family. We are each other's family.
Anna? I'm here.
Horatio. What shall we do?
Why has this happened?
We mustn't question God, Anna.
I can't even have children. They got to hold their babies, raise them. I'm barren.
I left New York a mother and now I'm not.
say that.
I'm buried, Philip. That's the word they use for women whose bodies reject pregnancy.
My babies are at the bottom of the ocean along with my heart. I will not see them grow up, get married, have their own babies.
And on top of that, my marriage is falling apart. It may not be the same afflictions cast upon Anna and Horatio Spafford, but it is a tragedy. It is our tragedy.
Why was I spared? Why them and not me?
Losing you would be the greatest tragedy that any man would ever have to endure.
I am heartbroken too. When I read those words, saved, alone, it was like a dagger to the heart. And when the captain announced the spot where it happened, I wanted to jump over the edge of that boat.
You don't want me, Philip.
It's you. It's always been you. You are enough for me.
I would give my own life right now to bring any of them back. But they're gone, Anna. And no matter what life throws at us, I will find peace in knowing that our girls and boy are with him now. And we will be too one day. I do not know why, but I cannot explain this peace that I feel.
Peace? I'm sorry. I can keep my vow to you, and we can go on with our lives. But it will remain a tragedy if I cannot bear a child. I am a prisoner to this body, this womb that is broken.
You! I knew I'd find you peacocking around here eventually. What are you doing here, Mr. Lee?
Beg your pardon?
Don't play dumb with me, Robert. Did Brad put you up to this? Was Cold Harbor not enough for you? What are you doing up north?
Sir, I don't know what you're talking about, but I was not at Cold Harbor, and I am not generally. You are wallpaper.
Of course I am. All soldiers are drunk, you good-for-nothing muggins. Now, are you going to surrender, or am I going to have to take matters in my own hands?
Mr. Wilcox! What's going on here? Is everyone all right?
Can you believe they surrendered so easily? Bunch of yellow-bellied scallywags!
Horatio, he's just an old drunk. Let's go home.
Horatio? Horatio Spafford, is that you? Where are you coming from?
England.
Well, cheerio! Must be nice to get to go on holiday. Lost all my money in the fire.
Can we walk you home?
Yeah. I guess I'd better get home. Gotta rest up before Gettysburg!
Philip, please go. You're only making things worse. You can talk all day long, but you showed how much you cared for her when you abandoned her for your music through 4 miscarriages.
I did not abandon her. I didn't know what else to do. I'm not leaving until you hear the song.
Are you blind? The woman is leaving you because of your obsession with music. And still, that's all you can talk about?
Come on, Lou, please.
I'll give you 2 minutes. Is it? Well,
No.
then what, Philip? What is it? Why have you come here?
You have 50 seconds left.
The point is, Anna and Horatio lost everything. They lost their son, their earthly possessions, and their 4 daughters. 4 at the same time. 4 times we've conceived, and 4 times they were taken from us before we even saw your belly start to grow.
Time's up!
Silence, Mary!
Go on.
I don't want to lose you, Lou. I know that regardless of any trials that I may face, I can find peace, and that somehow it'll be well with my soul. I just hope that it isn't too late to face those trials. Find peace together.
You haven't lost me, Philip.
Mr. Wilcox,
Violet told me that you brought me home to one of my episodes the other night. I've been awfully mean to you, Mrs. Spafford. I don't mean to be so cold. I'm so sorry for your losses.
We appreciate that. God is faithful.
I don't get it. Why do you keep going on about God? Haven't you had enough?
I understand that the horrors of war are inconceivable, but God was there, even during the war.
God was at Cold Harbor, Shiloh, Gettysburg. He was there so my best friends died. I had to kill my own countrymen. They were just boys, Horatio. They were crying for their mamas out in that field. God was there in that stench of death, in those blood-soaked fields.
I believe so.
The war hardened me. It stole my faith from me. Preachers have tried preaching and evangelizing, but nothing has drawn me closer to the faith and seen the peace you two have, even now.
I don't know why, Mr. Wilcox. I just can't explain it.
I don't expect you to, but thank you.
Bless you, Harvey.
Can I share something with you? When I was on the ship and the captain announced the spot where it happened, I was overwhelmed with sorrow and bitterness. But I also felt this great peace that I didn't even know was possible. I wrote this in the hopes that maybe one day you could feel that same peace I felt, and feel even now.
I know it took me 3 months, but